to hostility.
No touching!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Wind Strider!
The all-devouring Narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Worthless! Foreign! Worthless!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Wind Strider! Let's light it up! One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
That's just enough.
Useless. Disappear.
I'm going in! I can fix this! All hail!
There's one with wind and cloud.
Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but... oh well. It was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some...
That power.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be Child's master. Skirk, right? It's just that he gave us the impression that she was the less talkative person.
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power from beyond this world. So you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an that kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet. All in all, it fails as a pet.
Miss Skirk? I think you might have missed the point.
The point be-
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, Child's master's master.
Oh, right. So you don't know him. Sorry, I assumed you did. His name is Sertologi.
Huh?
I am
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then? Have you heard of the name The Fowl?
The Fowl?
Still nothing? Well...
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine-daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you—
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient to inform you that the all-devouring narwhal used up nearly all its strength fighting you. Such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has most likely been thrown into chaos. In other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over should now be in full swing.
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has already managed to deceive the heavenly principles.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you alright?
We're saved! The prophecy was wrong. The soil renewed. This old soil can skyship with the various disputes that people always call. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia?
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops lies in Edwin's assistant, Jurier create.
Paimon's curious too!
And that's exactly why I'd like.
Are you sure?
Oh, this time we'll. Oh, it's you.
Hey, we're just having...
I'm here to update myself. Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garun Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies. Our residents are hard at work.
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. I especially like that article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray cat. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just
I get where you're coming from.
That would be fine.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the...
Huh?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait, just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions?
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than the...
I see you're the same. Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake...
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up and smile.
How did it go? Was it a good shot?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the new... Also, not to brag, but...
Wow, you...
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the fortress.
Whoa, you're well informed.
That's a...
In truth, I told him that it was best not...
You're right.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come all the way?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our dear Miss Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended to me.
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke.
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your interview. I trust you recall our agreement?
Of course, of course.
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to be,
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her...
Sir, please don't say things like that.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it.
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed chatting with you more. You've definitely got more of that genius vibe going on. The boat that brought about him. Still, if I might add...
Huh. Looks like Shadow.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of...
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have...
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps...
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try?
Ah, see...
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Sure.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the...
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's undergone some changes, but this place is still more or less the same.
Other than that flying ship, It got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurrier?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun.
I'll just... I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh?
He sure did win them.
I'll tell them that there's good...
Oh.
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Hey everyone, the photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a...
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next...
Maybe. Who knows? All right, last stop, the docks.
Useless. Boring.
Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things.
Trick a friend.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have...
Sure.
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine social.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Para.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you...
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. Father says that you did a great deal during the latest...
That's all right.
Oh, after Lady Farina.
A diplomatic gift?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down. Furthermore, Father did also lend significant aid to Fontaine and Poisson.
Well, that's true, but this is a gnosis we're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit...
I would agree.
So there's some reason for this, though.
I suspect you'll have to...
But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave.
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatu...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance. Please do not pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or switching my masks. Is something well, that depends on many things. No one truly knows what the future holds. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh? You're...
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello?
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled interviews.
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess this must be life. All right, then.
Well, guess we said Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see what Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Useless.
The wind knows me.
The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there! So, you really are here, Neverlet! I didn't think you were going to have free time.
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. Linney. He took the time to greet me earlier when he passed this way. In any case, you came at a good time. I was just considering reaching out to you to set up a meeting, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you... Alright, let's have it then. Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalord destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontaine.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control. Fontanians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them. In other words, when I gave my verdict...
Focalord must have counted on... Yeah! And in a manner...
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume? I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
A nation of dragons?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands. There is one other piece of information I got incident. The harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat into the endless ring of war.
The captain. Sounds like a...
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened the all-devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to... As for the judgment passed by the Oratrice, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be...
Guess Focalor had fun. Hang on a second. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans...
Life has always flowed.
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain...
In truth, even those Oceanids who...
Paimon...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me. Before I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired. Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the opera house. Not unlike how an ordinary person might.
But she's still got a place to stay.
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor the Hydro Archon, she can finally...
What about you then? What are your plans now?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex.
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must... As such, before I attend to my... Additionally, the Hydro...
That's true. Wait, but the various mechs and machines...
As I am now, I have...
Wow. This ain't...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something!
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now, and avoid unnecessary conflict.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still... When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly We guessed that there might be some reason...
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what you speak.
You should have the remains of the third descender on your person.
Remains? Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her Gnosis to me. but I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just...
I've been training with my master. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters. To live in itself is a blessing.
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are...
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we...
I do.
That's what she told me.
The remains of the third... So that's what the Gnosis...
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special...
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the Fatui.
If she speaks the truth, then I would simply be putting Fontaine at unnecessary risk. I had guessed that you might already be familiar with this concept, but that means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element-compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender. I wonder, does your body also possess similar properties?
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision! That does sort of count as special No, let's... Comparing the Traveler to the dead third descender and all, that's what you say, but this topic still feels like...
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind...
Alright,
Yes. All...
But she sacrificed herself...
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes, life flows like water, and rain is the final answer. The water levels may sometimes tilt one way or another, but the rain falls. And what, ultimately, is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?